Hey guys, Nitrous here, back with another video. And today isn't going to be another ranked adventure one. I'm actually going to be talking in this one, because in the last video that I did with commentary, it did really well. So today, I'm going to show you guys how to set a record in Rivals. Now, normally I don't record my Rivals gameplay. I only really record my ranked stuff I do with my team, and I don't know, stuff like that, because I feel like Rivals is just like you can go watch someone else's Ghost, so I just tend to do it on my own and never really record it. And at the same time, I'm never really sure if I'm going to set a record or not. I just kind of like go and do a track. If I get the record, cool. If I don't, I did the best I could do. So I never really know how long it's gonna take to set it, such as the Saline S7 rival that I did a few days ago. That took me a few hours to set. I didn't want to record all of that, and I didn't know if I would even get the record. Where this rival, I did it once, I placed top 10, I think I got 9th. The rival you currently see me racing right now, I believe is number 8 at the time. So because I was pretty confident that I was gonna get the record, that's why I started recording after I made the top 10 in one go. So I'm gonna try to explain to you guys how I set the records, and what my thought process is, what I learned from every single attempt, and try to tell you guys like where I could have done better, because by no means is this a perfect run. So hopefully everyone watching this video is going to be able to go and set more competitive Rivals times. Anyways, let's get right into this. So right off the bat, I can tell you the first couple of things I've learned with this car. It is very slippery, so throttle control is mandatory. This car both gets more grip and acceleration out of turns when feathering the throttle, or just kind of like not holding the throttle all the way. Another thing, shifting. I learned that I need to shift right before the 7,000 RPMs for the most optimal shift. And the last thing I've learned about this car by this point is the body roll. It doesn't have too much, but it still affects it. So you need to make sure you're well balanced going into each turn, and you can't just be shifting the car back and forth really quickly. Now, right there on that turn you just saw me take, I learned that I can take it really far on the inside. I was trying to be a little cautious, but still going on the inside so I can at least beat my rival. As you see me do right here, is one of the FRF guys. And at this point, I was really confident that I was going to be able to set the record, because I just beat, I believe, the number 8 guy by almost a full second. And since I had only been at it for about 5 minutes, I knew there were mistakes I made. I knew that I could get faster some places. In my mind right now, I'm thinking I have another rival, so of course I can do better. I didn't know at the time that Zytrug, I think that's how I say his name, Zytrug was the record holder. So now I'm just trying to figure out what can I do faster and remember what I had already learned. Such as on this upcoming turn, when I raced that FRF guy, I didn't take it as inside as I'd like, so I brake a little bit early, and then I try and take it as inside as physically possible, just like that. I did tap the wall, and I got very lucky that it didn't give that to me, and as you can see, this is one of the best exits out of that turn out of all of my attempts, because I did touch the wall, but without a flag. Now, right up here, I see this guy come out wide, but then let go of the gas. It doesn't seem like he hits the brakes, it just seems like he lets go. And I'm wondering why, and right here I realize why. So, learning lesson, I'm going to do that next time. And then on this upcoming turn, I see him take it really far on the inside, but then right there, he taps the e-brake a little so he doesn't hit that wall. That's a mess up on his part, but as you can see, I took the turn worse anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I know a few places that I can improve, so that's what I'm going to go do. Now, right at the start of this race, I notice he does something that I don't. I'm trying to keep the car as straight as I physically can, but he instantly goes off to the left. Now, there isn't much more that I learned after that. It's more just me trying to perfect my technique and obviously not get collisions and stuff like that. So I'm going to speed through these next couple of attempts, and I'll come back for my next big learning moment. Okay, here we go. So as you could see, that one corner with the cobblestone wall was really giving me trouble, but right here's the first time that I got past it since I beat the FRF rival. Over those last few attempts, I did realize that this little bump right here in the center of the track is what I want to aim for. I don't know why, but I was getting maybe 2-3 feet in front of the record every time I went over that bump. The next little tip that I learned is that shifting at 7,000 RPMs is really useful, except for when you're going uphill, at least for when you're using manual with clutch. If you shift right as you hit the top of the hill before your car starts going down, the clutch seems to give you a much bigger boost than it would otherwise. Okay, so now we're coming up on the turn that I kept messing up on those last 3 or 4 attempts, which is this cobblestone wall. I somehow get a really good turn without letting off the gas right there, and then I try and feather the throttle through here so I don't slip out into the cobblestone. But somehow this guy still catches me, even though I thought that was pretty good. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe I can feather the throttle a little less or hit it a little harder on my way into the turn, not really on the way out. Right here, I see that he messes that turn up. He takes it pretty wide compared to what you can do. But I'm also nervous because this is the 3rd time I've ever been to this section. As you can see, I hit the wall. I was trying to take it too aggressively because I'm ahead of the world record, even though I didn't know he was the world record at the time. And boom, 2 milliseconds ahead of the record, but I flagged it. It's only 2 milliseconds though, so I'm like, okay, let's do better. Here's some more fast forward attempts until I finally do better. Okay, so this is my second to last run before I set the record. I actually had a really good run, and I thought up until the turn that he takes really far on the inside, right here, I thought that I was going to set it, but as you can see, I took that just so awful, and he ends up getting really far ahead. So I restart. I know what to do now, and here we go. I'm going to try and explain everything I thought. Head towards the middle of the road, hit this bump, get a few feet ahead. I know it's not much, but still, everything counts. Now, brake, cut it really on the inside, throttle control, go. Okay, good. Take this turn as inside as I can. Now, throttle control. Remember not to shift until I hit the top of the hill, and then right as I shift, start turning to hit the inside of this flag. But at the same time, turn gently, because as the car hits the bottom of the hill, it gets pretty decent amount of grip and you can fling yourself to the right. Okay, right here, let off the throttle ever so slightly like he does. Hit the brakes here, cut it on the inside, and throttle control to not hit the wall. Still hit it, but it didn't slow me down. It's okay. He's catching up, but I'm still ahead. I know I can take this turn better than he does. So here I go. More throttle control, and pat myself on the back because that was a pretty good turn. Now, I also know he messes up here, so take it on the inside. Don't look at his ghost. Don't look at it. Boom. Perfect. Same thing here. Take it more on the inside than he does. Watch out because I don't want to hit that wall on the outside. Throttle control and floor it for the finish. There it is, guys. That's how you set a world record. It's not as hard as it seems. You just have to learn from your mistakes and be persistent. That's it. Okay guys, for the thumbnail of this video, I had to use a screenshot of a different record because there are 3 cheaters at the top of this leaderboard, which I'm about to go show you the leaderboard anyways. But it doesn't say my new rival is myself because this guy had a time of 9 minutes, 9 seconds, 9.6 seconds. Jeez, that was hard to say. So, yeah, the thumbnail is of a different record, but it's still the same thing. As you can see, I'm the first legit time here. Number 4, but first with a possible time. I hope this video helped. If it did, please leave a like. And in the comments, go ahead and let me know if you want to see more of these or if there's anything I could have done better. This has been your boy NitroSpeed. Peace out.